It's a coincidence until it's inconvenient for it not to be.
And then it's like, oh, okay, that's real, but fuck you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it's centered around.
So, Peyton, what do you think about moving these to Thursdays? Because since we started these, I have new responsibilities, and I would love to be here and a lot more, but I picked up new responsibilities. You know what they are. So I'm thinking let's
Yeah,
switch this to Thursdays. Uh,
we
I think
can.
yeah, I think Thursday's a good day because there's too much stuff going on. I mean, it's between watching the Mavericks and me. Most people watching the Mavericks. You know, if they're sports fans or they're going out on Friday, there's a lot going on Friday. The interesting thing is, if I come on 6 a.m. on a Tuesday or 6 a.m. on a Thursday, which I did the other day, I get like 300 followers.
Right.
So I maybe this isn't the best time to actually have it. But maybe that's something we'll go into. Maybe next week we'll have something different. But how do people feel about that? Let me know. Am I crazy or is that a good idea? Let the people decide.
I can pay attention to sports
No,
and
that's
Gary at the same time.
Yeah, but
I'm doing it
I
right now.
yeah, but most people can't chew gum and walk at the same time. So you're in the vast minority, and that's why you guys, can actually do that because you're intelligent. Most of these people are fucking morons. The people who say I made a fucking deal with the devil because I know how to count.
Yeah, they said us Beacon members are making deals with the devil now too. Aries told
Of
us about it last
course,
night.
of course. Did you? Of course, they are. What are you talking about? That's a given.
It's
They're
news
all
to me.
fucking making deals. They're all making deals with that. It has nothing to do with my hard work. It has nothing to do with networking. It has nothing to do with having a mouthpiece. It has nothing to do with all that. It's because I made a deal with the devil. That's it.
hmm. Wow, if only it could all be so simple like that. Well, I would say that yes, we can move to Thursdays. It is summer. People's schedules are different. People are going out. They got things going on, and a weeknight when there's less going on would be good. So happy to do it on Thursdays,
Outstanding.
more routinely.
Outstanding. And, it is what it is. Uh, let's see. Who do we have in here? Just looking through who I can see. No haters that I can see to call out. So
You
check.
missed a hater earlier. You said
Let's
you
see.
figured out your bronze and
I
shit.
missed the
Yeah.
hater.
Well,
Put
Gary, I mean, there's 26 people listening anonymously, so there's
I got you. Cowards.
You missed
Cowards.
somebody saying he had
You
to
know,
get our information, Gary. He was gonna post it online.
of course they did. Of course they did.
we
They all figure everything out. They're all gonna post
we took care of
everything.
it.
I've been hearing this for 10 years. Took care of this shit for 10 years. No one's being invited but into the White House but me. No one ran with the fucking Warriors during their dynasty. I mean, people still don't get it. If it's not for me, the NBA doesn't have the Warriors dynasty. They still don't get that shit. I'm the one who told fucking someone to go there, and because of that move, they won championship after championship after championship. I mean, direct three at least. Maybe the fourth one they won in 2022, I didn't have that much to do with, but the other ones for sure I did. So it is what it is. Um, I'm showing people what you actually do in 7 years. Go a little bit more behind the scenes, and I've done a very successful job at that.
I would agree.
So it is what it is.
Okay, so how is the weather over there? Is it still flooding?
No, it's not flooding. I'm sitting in the balcony. Honestly, it's a pretty nice day. Wouldn't you agree? Hey, that's all I get out of you. He's nodding his head. Doesn't want to say
Do me and
anything.
Monkey need to bring a canoe?
I'll give a shout out to silence.
I was gonna say, I figured.
Do me and Monkey need a canoe for
I
the
gotta
Beacon
give it
event?
a
Yeah, because it's
canoe.
flooding down there. It's trying to come prepared.
Uh, nah, that shit was all like one day, man. No big deal. No big deal at all. Doc, how we doing today?
Better than ever, brother. Better than ever today. I had a great day. Uh, couldn't be better, honestly. What about you?
I stay busy, man.
That's
I stay busy.
yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Even and I'm probably the most productive weed smoker in the world. And silence disagrees. He's out here talking about hell no, that's me. But yeah, just taking care of business today. You know, I had my little 2-minute monologue. Hope you guys enjoy that. Not going into too much of that today. Logan, what's up? How you doing?
Good man, how you doing, bro?
Out here trying to make it. Captain Lou, shout out. Blessology, what's up, girl? River War Chief, what's up? GG33 News, my 4 Life Path, what's good? Let's see, anyone else I hear need a shout out? Remember, I can't see everyone, so don't get mad at me. GG33 Ram 33 always does a good job out there. Let's see, Ricky the Heel, what's good? Just going through the list. But I'll finish off with this. I'm not going to have a big monologue today. I just want to say I look forward to seeing Joe Biden get booted out the fucking White House. But the Saudis did something, out there this week. They basically broke the agreement to sell their. They didn't break it. They just didn't renew the 50-year lease they signed with Nixon in '74 to have all oil priced in dollars that they sell. That's not going to be a problem today, but no matter who the president is, that's going to be a big, big problem in the future. I'm talking about big fucking problem. You might actually see hyperinflation. That's something that is possibly could happen as a result of this down the road. So as the Fed knows something like this is going to happen, they got 2 choices. The 2 choices are very simple. First one is war. Saddam tried to pull that move in 2003. Didn't work out too well for him. This is not 2003. America is not the only power out there, so they can't pull any moves like that. Back in 2003, Russia was soft. Putin couldn't do shit back then. And China had nothing what they have now. Absolutely nothing, a speck. So we can't actually buy ladder or even do anything like that again. So the second option, and the far, far more dangerous option, is we have a currency collapse and they force the digital Fed dollar down everyone's throat. That is something that is very, very possible. One of those will happen within the next 10 years. That I can guarantee. It's either war or unless they fix this system somehow, unless they salvaged it, or the Saudis only trade for other currencies 10% and Americans and 90%, which wouldn't make it that bad. So if that's the case, it would just be a decline. But that was a big deal, what happened. And people need to pay attention to this type of stuff, because this will directly affect everyone in the world, especially everyone in America. Prices are kind of low here in America for us. Food prices, clothes prices. Go to Europe, see what happens. Go to other countries. Shit's expensive as hell. Gas is a lot cheaper in America. Yeah, exactly. You mean California, because communists were in that place. Nothing but a bunch of fucking homosexual whores fucking in that place, but it is what it is. Just start looking what the petrodollar is and what the Saudis did this week. It's not going to, you're not going to see too many ratifications now, but they'll be talking about that years to come as a turning point. And prepare. And that's all I got to say for now.
Thank you, Gary. I've been looking up all of this stuff because I'm not very well versed in the country's relationships, and yeah, we're in for some interesting times the next couple of months. So it's nice to know what to get ready for, at least in some regard.
On a lighter note, let's see. Where can we go here? Why don't you put up River War Chief? He's always good for a few words. And let's see, who else? Alexa's pretty good at talking. Never heard Ricky the Heel. Maybe he wants to talk. So, anyways, Doc, try to get all these people up here.
Yep.
Absolutely, I'm trying right now. Uh,
Yep.
Guys, if you want to speak, raise your hand. If not, I gotta drop you as a listener so we can bring new people up. But River, you are coming up right.
Nothing personal,
Yeah,
guys.
nothing personal, nothing personal. So, guys, raise your hand if you want to stay. So, River, what's going on, brother?
River War Chief, how are you this evening?
Uh-oh.
Uh, all right. We're gonna come back to you, River. We'll let you redeem
Oh,
yourself.
there we are. There we are.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured it out.
All
I
right,
thought
he's
I
ready.
was all talking to you.
I was like, damn, brother, I gave you the football and you're not there.
The button was off. You know, I've been hitting the bong.
And I understand. That's something that, you should do.
Yeah. I just, had a long day and we're watching this game and Boston ain't even scored 70 points yet.
Yeah, but everyone said it was going to be a sweep.
Well, you know how it goes, Gary. You know, pretty much we go off what you say just off intuition alone. Like your intuition's probably better than most, and one game's easy to get, like you said, but it's that four or more. And if Dallas gets all four, you show him how really good it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Cuban wasn't really listening much when it was fucking 02, only when it was 03.
Of course, he never listens. I'm surprised you got him to listen, to be honest.
No, but, so now that they're down 3-1, remember, there's one player on the Dallas Mavericks who was with that 216 Cavs team that I called that was down 3-1 too. And they beat the best team in NBA history, the Golden State Warriors. They won 73 games that year. So Kyrie Irving, the 11 life path, he pulled it off with the Cavs.
Mm.
He has a chance now to be the first player in history to do it twice. In sports history, he has that chance. He will be immortalized if he actually pulls it off.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Because like I said, from what I've seen, the ball just can't go through Luka all the time. You know what I'm saying? It should be going through Kyrie more right now.
Luka should be point forward. He should play the same position LeBron played with the Cavs.
Right.
He should be point forward. They should put Tim Hardaway in at point, or give Kyrie the point. Put Tim Hardaway at guard. So if they double team any one of those guys, you have Harden in the corner for the fucking three. That is the lineup they need to run with.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. I've been watching basketball my whole life, and like I said, I pretty much can diagnose it just watching one or two games. I don't even have to.
Oh, that was told to me by 3 NBA pros today.
Right.
Exactly what they should do. They should go to a 3-guard lineup.
And I'm from Michigan, so I'm all about Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I want him in there.
I mean, listen, he's not a particularly good player, but he is good at shooting threes.
Right.
I mean, he's an old guy. He's an old guy by NBA standards. He's a very old guy,
yeah.
but if he's out there, he can hit the three.
Right. I think he's already hit a couple tonight too.
Of course.
Yeah.
How many points does Irvin have?
Last time I heard it was 15, but I think it's more than that.
Let me check this out real quick.
That was a while ago.
Oh, they're killing a
but
109.67.
also
This is a statement. This is a statement game.
I ain't
This
never
is
seen
112.
I
Wow.
ain't never seen
Like,
anybody
what
pull their
a
team in the third quarter before either, Gary. Boston
wow.
pulled all their
Let's see.
starters in the third quarter. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Kyrie had 21. Let's see. I had the under on White. Yep. And he only scored 6 points. Big win. Big win. Like it.
Good night.
Good night, man. Anyone who thought this was going to get swept, I was hoping, a little bit for Tremaine Club because he did call a sweep. He didn't say what team, but he said a sweep. He was very close, but almost, brother. But still, fabulous job by him.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I've never been a fan of Boston, being from Detroit. So
Oh, I gotcha. There's so many in Boston. How could you be a fan of them?
good thing
I mean,
that
these people.
makes sense why I've never been there.
Boston area code is 617. I'm not kidding you. And FAG breaks down the 617 and their area code, and they're the first state to pass gay marriage. So boom,
that shit's crazy.
it shows you how it works, man. It really does.
Oh, but Gary, I thought you putting that together is evil. Just being
Of
able to see
course, I know.
patterns.
So it's all my fault.
Yeah, wait, you
Remember,
using your brain is evil.
remember, the Illuminati put me in a position of power because I'm Jewish. The people who these conspiracy. I saw the best meme I saw octopus and it had my face on it and it said GG33 and then it had a tentacle over Zerka, a tentacle over this guy, a tentacle over this, a tentacle over this. I'm like, these people are such losers. How much money do you have to make a month? Like under $1,000 to do stuff like that? Like, you got to be out your fucking mind, man.
Don't worry, there's enough witches down in South America. So if there's any hexes, they can reverse or something like
Of
that.
course, of course. We know what it is. We
All
definitely
right.
know what it is.
Let's go to Logan. You have your hand up, sir. Nice to see you. What's going on tonight?
Chilling, chilling. The last guy they compared to an octopus was Rockefeller, so can't be too all that bad of a comparison, right?
Oh, probably, yeah. Maybe so. So what's going on, brother?
So I actually got into a real estate group. I don't know if you've ever heard of Pace Morby, but he's pretty big in the subject to space. One of the things he did with his group was he made a membership directory, so everybody who's in the group can kind of see, who's in their state, city. Makes it easier to meet up with people. I have a Google form that I made. It's up to you if you want to use it for GG33, but I would put it together. Essentially, people just enter in their information and we put it on like a sheet so people can see if there's other members in their city.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If people want to do it, they can. If they don't, they don't. Yeah, that's fine. Send me a DM.
Okay, bet, I got you.
Thank you, Logan. It's always nice to see you supporting. I see Shepard has his hand up. How are you tonight?
What's up? I'm doing good. Thank you for letting me talk. I had a question for Gary. I don't know if you remember when I became mini famous with the Spaces Berserker and me and you. Anyway, I was talking in that Spaces about building a social media app, and right now it's currently being under development. So that's the good news. The question is,
Okay.
I wanna release it on September 5th to 2024. Do you think that's a good day?
Why would you want to release this September 5th?
Well, I noticed that YouTube released it on a 5 Energy. I noticed that Q Web app. I hold on. I don't know about Q Web app, but I noticed that another social media app released the app on the 5th. I know that a numerologist told me that like, I have a lucky number, and it was supposed to be that day. And I also wanted to make sure it was compatible, easy for marketing?
Well, I mean, it seems like you got it all figured out, my man.
All right, that's good. Yeah, good news to hear. Also, are you Android?
Self-belief, my friend.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Shepard, I don't hear you. Oh, I hear you now.
Okay. My other question is, are you Android? Because I'm releasing on Android first.
Yes, I
All right,
am.
that's good. Oh, I'm calling it Bosley too.
What's
I'm
that?
calling it Bosley. The social media app is called Bosley.
Well, I mean, go ahead and plug it. Do your marketing, bro.
All right, that's good.
I'm not mad at you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm not sure if you're breaking up or not, but appreciate you coming to this space and
Yeah,
supporting
sorry,
and
keeps on
bringing that.
calling me.
Oh, that's okay. We have some new people requesting to speak. I don't know if we've heard from Indian Groiper. How are you tonight?
Hey, thank you for having me on. Gary, I asked Dr. Marvel before some things, but he said that he was not a numerologist. So uh, my birthday is 20th March 2000. So I'm currently doing work with the government, but I wanted to ask you, like, what should I do from a numerology perspective in life?
So you're a 7 life path, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as a 7, you're supposed to exercise your mind because what the 7 has going for it is having a strong mind. And now your next best bet is to look at what all the 7s who are very successful have actually done in life. I mean, I talked about one of them in this space. So what you have to understand is you start looking at pattern recognition and things start coming to you. Now, as a 7, you'll be able to figure things out a lot quicker than most of the people listening here. And that's the whole point. The other thing is you're very, very intuitive because you're a Pisces. So now you have the combination of you being a Pisces and a 7. Then you start looking at the fact that this is a dragon year and you're a dragon. So the good news is whatever you want to do in life, you can manifest it if you plant the seeds right correctly this year. And that's what I got to tell you.
Manifest how?
That's not on me to tell you how.
Well, I've been really interested in the last few years in politics and spirituality. So, do you think like I could?
John F. Kennedy was a 7.
That's really interesting. So, do you think I could like
Mm-hmm.
get into those fields and help the? Because obviously I'm a life path 7, so I couldn't be a leader, but I could like help the leader or somebody who's speaking behind the scenes, giving some talking points or something like that.
Well, I believe Moody has a whole bunch of people like that. India is a very open country to spirituality and all sorts of occult thinking. That is a nation that you'll have a much easier time getting in with circles with people who matter than almost any other nation on earth. I've talked to people inside the Indian government since 2018. 219, they wanted JG33 to go out there and help them. I was like, shit, that's my enemy here. I ain't going nowhere. So, um, yeah, you have a much better chance of success doing what you want to do in India than you do in other nations.
Well, thanks, Gary. Thanks for the advice. You're like a really nice guy. Not many people see that.
Oh, I can be an asshole. It comes when you. It's how you approach me. You notice, if you're in the mirror and you're hostile, you're gonna get the same fucking reaction back. I just mirror people, brother. Anyway, so it was a pleasure talking to you. I'll take one more if someone has questions and shit like that, and then I'm gonna go do my managerial duties.
Gary, I got a quick question for you about basketball. It's 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
I'm guessing, which I know you're not going to tell me on here because there's a lot of people, but you can DM me if I do get this right. You don't have to answer anything. I believe,
I'm not gonna say
all right,
anything.
I believe that you told Mark Cuban not to attend any of these games because he's in his enemy year. And I believe that can also help them make history.
Man, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Tell everyone, pull out the IDs, everyone boarded the dog year, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, but
That's
Mark,
not how the world works
but
yet. Nah, I didn't tell him anything like of the sort.
damn, I thought I was close. All right. What's it?
I didn't tell him anything of the sort, man. Nothing of the sort, man. But whatever I told him, it worked. Because they fucking lost 3 games in a row, and this game they blew them fucking out.
Yeah.
They did so well, they fucking benched their starters in the third. I mean, what's good?
Yeah, but it's interesting that I haven't seen him on one in this game yet. I don't see him on the bench or anywhere here, so that's why I was thinking, but I guess not.
No, nothing to do with that,
All
bro.
right.
He's not even the main owner of the team. He's the minority owner. He sold control to Joe Alistine.
Oh,
He wants to bring gambling to Texas, and they got to pass a constitutional amendment because they don't allow that shit in Texas. So he needs to pass it. Then he's going to build a casino right next to the Mavericks stadium. You have to understand, for that type of juice, he would have to, put in like $5 billion. Mark Cuban's only worth about 6-7 billion. So just like any other person, he's going to go to someone who has bigger pockets than he does. The Adelstein families, in the hundreds of billions of dollars, fucking sell a portion of the team, and then they have her money to work with to bring gambling to Dallas. So, again, remember, even the richest people in the world got someone they go to for money as well.
God.
You know what? I'm going to leave with this story. I want you to listen to. So, my top billionaire, a guy I actually have personal relationships. My kids play with his kids, worth about 10, 11 billion, right? So he tells me how all these fake $100 million people go to him for loans. Give me like 10, give me like 50, because he can't go to a loan shark for that type of money. So they go to him, and he'll give out 20, 30 million. These people live a fake lifestyle of jets and everything like that. But the thing is, the facade has them in a gilded cage, because they have to put up that facade to keep making money. And if they stop putting up that facade, they won't make money anymore. So they have to borrow money to actually pretend like they actually have money like that. And he'll fucking, whatever they have a value, he'll sign over. So a majority of these people out here who are flossing are fake as fuck. And he told me the funniest thing. He said, the guy who pretends that he's a billionaire, who I loan 30 mil, he lives a much more luxurious lifestyle than I do. A guy who's actually worth the money. This shit's wild. But you know what else is wild? One day I needed to know what was really going on with COVID. So I asked him to call up the governor and ask the governor a few questions. And he did, because the governor will always pick up on his ring. And then he told me. And then I found out what I needed to know. And I traded that information for something that someone would owe me big favors for. And because someone owed me big favors for something, I got to pull something else that someone else needed, which got me a lot of money. That's how Silence likes to do things. He's over here smiling. So, network, my people. Network. Network, network, network. That is the name. And Peyton, congratulations on 34,000.
Thank you very much. And thank you for sharing that story with us. Not going to hear anything like this from anyone else here, people. So relish in being able to hear Garry speak in live time. It's truly an honor.
I appreciate the kind words. Anyways, I'm gonna do my jobs. I'm out of here. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll do this again on Thursday, which we'll do a lot longer. Peace.
Thanks, Garry.
Stay safe, brother.
Thank you, Garry.
Garry is simply the best. You guys can see why he is so appreciated and respected in this space.